Good Thursday morning, everybody. December 15th, 2016, in a frigid, frozen tundra. Boy, it's cold Thursday. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg.
Girl, it's also cold.
It is.
It's cold.
Burr. That's all
Indeed.
I can say. Burr. I opened the door and I was like, burr.
Yep, that's the way I was too.
Patio door, frozen shut. Dog, in and out very quickly again.
I wouldn't even be going out.
I know.
If I was a dog, I'd just hold it.
Hold it
It was
from here.
me.
Yeah, go in the house. Could be a thing, yeah. But either way, ugh, it's cold.
Yuck, indeed.
And more to come, I see here. Those frigid temperatures are going to continue.
Yeah.
But I saw a long range forecast, and it looks like by the time Christmas rolls around, we may see a warm up here.
All right, I'm down for that.
When I'm saying warm up, I'm saying like 30s.
That's fine.
But
Because
that's better than-
relatively to where we're at
Still a warm
now,
up.
it's going to feel real nice.
But we will see some high temperatures in the negatives coming up. So
I'll tell you. In the windiest spot in all of Fitchburg this morning, of course, that's the walk from my car to the front door of City Hall. I had to hold up a sweatshirt in front of my face just to walk because otherwise I thought I was going to, could lose a nose or something.
When I bring Lily, my little one, into daycare, I throw a blanket over the top of her.
That's what I was doing.
Just to, it's just
cold.
I think you'd say that's the coldest walk for me.
It's
But
frigid, indeed. So there you go.
there you go. Well, we're done with the show, so
Yep,
there you
all right.
go.
Enjoy your day. Hopefully everyone stays warm. Get your wool socks on. And
Wool socks.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's about it.
speaking of wool,
Speaking of,
Yeah, got a lot of.
Andrew's here. Hey.
how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Going? You got your thermal underwear on today?
I do. Thanks for bringing it up.
Too much information.
Hey, sorry, TMI.
TMI. Ooh.
Got it.
Got the long johns on.
Oh, that's
We're ready.
good.
Ready for the cold.
Yeah, it is definitely breezy. So today we have a really good show for you
Yeah.
today. Today, Rick Eilertson stops by.
Boom.
Boom.
That's a boom.
That's all I have to say. There
That's
is
a boom.
nothing else you have to say besides he's here. He's
it.
in the building.
Prepare yourselves.
Yep. So we got him coming in. We're going to take you out to last night's King James Way planning meeting, if you will, kind of an open house meeting on the park in the King James Way area, and wrap it up with some special holidays.
Wrap it on up.
Holidays.
There you go. I
Yeah,
enjoy
figure
that. Wrap
one
it
out.
up like a gift.
Wrap it up
You know what I
and
mean?
unwrap it. So let's start the unwrapping process, and we start with the weather. Now, it wasn't bad enough that we talked about it all this time, but
It's
now
it's in the air. We have to talk about it. It's on the
ooh,
brain.
it's in the air. I like this. All right, here, take a look at these graphics. Things that you need to notice here.
Yes.
It's very cold temperatures, and snow is on the way.
Snow is on the way.
Yeah, I posted up on our Facebook page this morning, or shared from the National Weather Service. Anytime you see accumulating snow in the headlines, yeah. So again, obviously, we get to see things change, but right now the range is now 8 to 12.
Okay.
8 to 12, and this does cut right through Fitchburg, the 8
Right
through
through there.
12. So, we're gonna see what happens here, but 8 to 12 inches. But also those frigid temperatures.
Yeah.
You got the wind chill advisory going on right
Yeah.
now, and then low temperatures are expected in the single digits below zero, to dangerous wind chills like 15 to 25 below. Yeah.
And then there was some things to look for here as well that they put out. So with the low temperatures, high winds, they talk about black ice here. So it's invisible to the naked eye, and you can mistake it for a wet or newly paved road. So here's some things that you should watch out for. Pavement that looks dark, wet, or like new asphalt. That could be black ice there, Jeremy. Low-lying areas that may have standing water or runoff from nearby melting snowbanks or puddles. Bridges and underpasses. Those freeze first, of course. So keep an eye out on that. And then any road areas which are shaded from the sun, just use a little extra caution in all those situations because you never know if there could be some ice that you're not able to see.
How about just slowing down?
Yeah, please do.
That's the big
I
one.
appreciate it because I'm going to be on the road as well.
You want to be safe out
Please
there.
protect me. Thank you.
And Rick. And Rick. Okay.
All of us.
Keep
all
them
of us.
safe. All right. Last night at the King James Way, or at Fire Station number 2, there was a King James Way park update that the Parks Department held, and we had a camera crew out there, and that's what they found.
And this is the quarter-mile radius. So by our plan, Western Hills provides neighborhood park facilities to these residents. Hugo Jamestown Park is actually an area park, but it also serves as a neighborhood park. So that is the quarter-mile radius for Hugo Jamestown Park. And you can see that we're deficient for neighborhood park facilities in this lower quadrant. So the plan was to try and find an area or a space within that area that we could reconcile that parkland deficiency for that neighborhood.
There you go. If you want to talk or get input on the plan or have any questions about the plan, see the Parks Department. They will get you updated, and we'll post up that full presentation with the Q&A on there as well on our Gov channel a little bit later, probably tomorrow. I can't say later this week, tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
All right, speaking of plans, the bike and pedestrian plan update meeting open house is happening tonight. So be there. Don't be square. You should be there instead. Tonight at the council chambers of Fitchburg City Hall, of course. So again, to ensure that you're able to see kind of both sides of the coin on this one, they're going to be talking about the bicycle content starting at 7, and then starting at 8, they'll discuss the pedestrian part of the plan. So if you're interested in both, be there early. If you only care about the pedestrian piece, you can show up at 8. So there you go.
Or if you just want to stay at home because it's so cold out.
Yeah, it is pretty cold.
Are we going to be broadcasting this, Preston?
We sure are.
Of course we are.
On the
Come
Gov
on.
channel.
Come on, like there was any questions, right?
There was no question.
There was
None at all.
no question. All right. Well, we've kind of mentioned, Rick's name a little bit on and off today.
We have.
But we have something serious that happened yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
Seriously good.
Oh,
A grant
trickster.
award, a little trickster here. A grant was awarded to Eagle School yesterday, and Andrew was out there. So was Rick. Take a look.
My name is Bill Lunny, and I represent the Natural Resources Foundation. I've been on the board probably about 12 years, and I serve on the Besadney Grants Committee. And the foundation has been in existence about 30 years. And the foundation has already in its existence provided nearly $7 million worth of money to the State Department of Natural Resources, primarily to the science programs that are there. And that's extremely important because biology and science and natural resources is where it's at in terms of our world and in terms of nature. And the DNR has had some cutbacks, and so one of the things the Natural Resources Foundation is doing is trying to provide that same kind of scientific base that it's extremely important for our future and for future generations.
I've done the BioBlitz over the past several years, and before you can, one of the things is before you can study interdependence, you have to know what organisms are out there, and why is it that we're preserving them is why we're studying interdependence. We need to preserve biodiversity, but we first have to know what's out there. So we're interested in what impacts biodiversity, and we already know that humans have a big impact on biodiversity in our area. And so one of the things that we're doing is we're comparing different sites.
There you are. Well, of
Thank
course,
you
that's
very
the most
much, and should we
important.
great.
Yes, of course.
So, thank you very much.
There you have it. We'll talk to Rick about this grant coming up a little bit later in our guest segment. Pretty cool stuff.
that is pretty cool stuff. Mm-hmm. All right. Drivers, be aware. This is your warning, everybody. There's a statewide crackdown on drunk driving, so law enforcement officers throughout the state will be out in force to combat drunken driving during the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign from Thursday, December 15th, that's today, through New Year's Day. So that's a big deal. They're cracking down on this stuff to get drunken drivers off the road. It says here that 24 impaired driving task forces in Wisconsin coordinated to combine expertise and resources from multiple law enforcement agencies for high visibility enforcement efforts. Overtime for task force officers is covered by federal funding, so basically they're going to be having all kinds of folks out there, and looks like the main idea is to kind of be seen, so that way, people see them, they remind themselves that they need to be acting responsibly. And again, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. We're all on the road too, Jeremy. Please help protect us. So there you go.
They'll see you before you see them.
That
Remember
is very
That's
true.
that campaign. Yeah.
And one other thing we always like to touch on, we've touched on it multiple times actually on this show, is that there is that free app that the Wisconsin DOT puts out. It's the Zero in Wisconsin Drive Sober mobile app, and it includes a Find a Ride feature, which I think is pretty awesome. So you can go ahead and download that on your smartphone, or you can even just go to the website zeroinwisconsin.gov/drivesober, and you can find it there. So please do. Please be safe. Please keep everybody safe and act responsibly.
Yeah, it's kind of that time of the season, holiday parties, New Year's Eve, all of that's coming up. So if you're going to partake in an adult beverage, partake in a,
Find a ride.
sober driver.
That's right.
All right. The Badger Prairie Needs Network is offering you out a gift idea. Are you in need of a thoughtful gift?
I am.
For somebody that's living in the Fitchburg, Verona, or Hawks Landing area?
I do.
So here you go. We've actually done this story before on the show, but Flags for Food program, you could buy a flag and support,
You could.
support the Badger Prairie Needs Network. I wanted to say
Yeah.
BPNN, but I got to spell it out here. So here you go. The BPN's Flags for Food program will erect a 3x5 American flag on the 8-foot pole in the recipient's yard for 4 patriotic holidays in 2017. We'll email you a beautiful gift certificate to present, or we can mail it directly to the recipient. Subscribe today. Head out to their website, bpnn.org/flags. Got to do this before the 20th.
Yeah.
Ensure it will be delivered by the Christmas season.
There you go. All right, and then this is kind of a nice story to end on here. Dane County Sheriff and his K-9 partner are both retiring. So after over 26 years of dedicated service, Deputy Jay O'Neill and his faithful K-9 partner Hunter will retire this Friday, December 16th. So we wish them a happy retirement and never-ending supply of tennis balls, they say here. So thank you for all they've done for Dane County and the citizens that live here. So it's pretty awesome. Congratulations to them on getting to retire.
There's that tennis ball right there, Preston.
There it is, endless supply. That's what we hope for.
Yeah, congratulations to them, and hopefully they enjoy a long and stress-free retirement.
Indeed.
There you go. That is your headlines for this morning. Coming up next, we'll take you out to the King James Way planning meeting. I don't know what you want to call it. Planning meeting and open house.
All of that and the above.
Yeah, right here on Talking Fitchburg. Stay tuned.